Hi, I'm Diana and I'm from Blooms by the Box, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a centerpiece using mechanics like fillers like leather leaf fern. So you first want to prepare your flowers, and you want to cut the stems and remove any of the guard leaves on anything like a rose like this, the guard petals, and cut down all of your fillers and all of your other fillers. There's a bunch of fillers in this one. And then you want to prepare your Oasis floral foam. What that means is you want to cut it down to whatever kind of container you're using, and then you want to soak it in water. This way your arrangement will stay alive and pretty for as long as you'd like for it to. So another thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove extra petals. Make sure that there's no extra petals on your roses or any bottom petals on your fillers, so that way you can stick it into the floral foam without the leaves getting in the way. So first you're going to start with your filler, like this, and you're going to kind of create a shape by using your filler. So that's how you're going to want to know like exactly what your arrangement's going to look like. And you want your arrangement down here on the bottom, these fillers to point upward. That way the bottom of the arrangement will have some kind of color to it. So you're just going to continue, and you can see I'm making kind of a triangular shape so that this way I can kind of see where I want the arrangement to go. So I'm going to do one this way. Don't be afraid to peel off extra leaves anywhere you need. Okay. So I've kind of created a shape, and you're going to continue doing that. All you need to do is just, cut from your entire petal and keep adding. Now the good thing about the fern is that it gives you a point to work with, so it's a lot easier to actually create a shape with this kind of filler than something, say, like hypericum or even jade palm leaves. Okay, so you can kind of see that I kind of have a texture going here, and this is a more circular form. It started out to be a triangle, so that means you start at your center, and then you use the bottoms, and then you build your way up. And you can see the circular shape that I'm creating here. And then you want to kind of put in some fillers, but I would first start with a focal flower, and if it's open like this, you can always just peel away some of the petals. You don't want it to be too much. So I'm going to put this one right in the front here, like that. Okay, there's your first rose. We're also going to use yellow, so our color scheme here is kind of yellow, purple, and some kind of shading goes with it, okay? So here we are. These are our first two flowers, and they're kind of in there. Those are big, so now we're going to use these to fill in some space. That's a purple wax flower. I think they're my new favorite. Okay. And to break it up, maybe put some hypericum in between. Wherever you need space filled, just go ahead and place your fillers in there. We also kind of decided to put in something a little darker, and that way we'd have more variety of color. And that's what this purple is here. Now you can see the top of it is kind of starting to get filled in there. So don't worry, you can always turn everything and realize where you need your spaces filled in, but it's good to just always keep turning it because you can never see everything from one angle. And the good thing about flowers is that, you can always add more, You always want to make sure that you're not cutting things too short, because you can always cut them down a little more, but if you cut them too short right away, then you're kind of leaving yourself with nothing to work with. Okay. Okay, now we're going to try to just add a little more filler here. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to add another rose. So here I'm going to go with the purple, and I'm going to do it on the other side of the yellow. This is going to create balance within the arrangement. So here we go. Put that right there. And now you want to kind of break those two roses up by putting a filler in between, like this. So hypericum right in between there, like that. And you can always just add more leather leaf fern because it's shiny, it has great form, and it's always easy to just keep adding. So see, this is how you kind of cut it, and then you trim it to however you want the shape to look. Like that. Okay. Now you're just going to continue. Now we're going to need another yellow flower to kind of balance out this other side of the arrangement. Here we go. I have my other yellow rose here. Now what we're using is a cool water rose, which is that purple right there that you see. I'm actually going to take this out. That's a great thing about flower arranging. You can change your mind. I've realized that maybe there's more balance if I add it here on this side. Okay, so there you go. There's another thing added here. And I'm kind of seeing I need more purple over here. There's maybe too much hypericum. So I just keep working and adding and building onto it. Just like that. Okay, and I'm going to add actually a billy ball in here. This is what a billy ball is, and this is great for texture and just filling in little spots like that. I'm actually going to add a little more leather leaf fern to the bottom. So I'm just going to cut a stem here and continue to add right here. Okay. Remember, you want to get the most use you can out of your fillers because they're also the least inexpensive. So that way, if you're on a budget and you're trying to save money, using these and having more filler, it's a great way to add color because it's green and it's bright, but it doesn't cost you as much money as, say, roses or calla lilies. So just continue here to add a little bit. Okay. So, now I'm going to cut a little bit more of the wax flower. Now, the wax flower kind of comes bunched up together. I can show you this like this. See how it's like that? But all you need to do is just take a section of it and just cut it right off, like that. And see, now there's kind of a bundle. Now you can cut down all this stuff to kind of create the form and shape that you want. You know, don't feel like you have to use everything on it. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to close up this video by telling you that this is what the finished product looks like, okay? And I put it in a little dish here that's decorative. Perfect for your wedding, okay? This is what the final product looks like. So basically what I did was I made sure that all the spots were filled in, and I wanted to make the arrangement nice and tight. I think that's key, is to continuously keep turning and adding and building to your arrangement and keeping in mind the form that you're going for. So for this specific arrangement, we were going for a nice round floral foam, perfect for a centerpiece for your wedding. So the last final touches of making an arrangement like this is Floral Life Leaf Shine. This basically gives you that touch, just like a florist did it, so don't worry about that. You can definitely get that look without having to have a florist do it. And you just want to take it here, nice and far, and just shine it up here. Keep turning. Make sure you get all sides of the arrangement. There you go. Okay. And that just makes it really shiny and pretty, and it looks like it's really, it's almost like it's wet, like it's really lively and beautiful. So here you go. This is your table arrangement. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any questions, please go to bloomsbythebox.com. Thank you.